Hi again everyone, this is Bob with LoanModificationUSA.com, and I have for you today part 1 of how the big bank's giant mistake can result in a lower principal balance for you. The big banks made a giant mistake that can result in a substantial principal reduction for your loan. It all starts in the late 1980s with loan securitization, which is the sale of loans in the secondary mortgage market. Through securitization, individual loans were sliced and diced into many pieces and then packaged together with similar pieces from different loans to create a security called a collateralized mortgage obligation, or CMO. For example, the principal portion of a payment may have been stripped from the interest portion, or the payment from years 1 to 5 were stripped from the payments from years 6 to 30. The result is that these pieces of your loan are now distributed throughout many different securities which are owned by many different investors. If you try to determine the current owner of the original loan, you have to locate all of the specific CMOs where every individual piece of the loan went, then figure out who owns what percent of the loan, a nearly impossible task. For lenders, the problem is that legally, each time a loan is sold, the ownership transfer document, called an assignment of mortgage, must be recorded at the county recorder's office. Since over 60 million loans were securitized, lenders realized that they would incur potentially billions of dollars in filing fees and that the record-keeping process would be a nightmare. So here's where MERS comes in. MERS is the Mortgage Electronic Registration System and was created by the lending industry to track the sale of mortgages in the secondary market. MERS was developed to maintain mortgage ownership records and eliminate the cost and burden of filing assignments at the county recorder. To use MERS, the originating lender simply designated MERS as their nominee and recorded a document to that effect. Any further transfer of ownership was recorded in MERS, but not at the county recorder. As far as county records were concerned, MERS was the original owner of the loan, and if the borrower defaulted, MERS or the originating lender would initiate the foreclosure as the current owner of the mortgage. And that is the giant mistake the lenders made. To find out why it was such a terrible mistake, be sure to continue on to part 2, where I'll describe the mistake and tell you why the big bank's use of MERS could lead to your loan principal reduction. For now, thank you for your time with part 1, and be sure to continue on to part 2.